Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-da.
Hello.
There's GameGrumps live shows. There's still tickets available, but they're going fast.
Well, there's like 3 left, right?
Yeah.
Everything else is sold out.
Yeah. So June 14th at Milwaukee and June 15th at Chicago. I don't know the venues because they're not on this paper. I think it's the Chicago Theater, and in Milwaukee it's Riverside Theater.
That sounds right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Those tickets are still available, but they're going fast, and I think there's a couple venues that have like 50 tickets left that are on the website if you go to GameGrumps.com and check out the tour dates. But those are, I don't know. I didn't want to talk about those shows because they might be sold out by the time that this promo goes up.
Smart.
But if they're there, they're there. But right now it's just Milwaukee and Chicago probably. June 14th and June 15th. Go check them out. Tickets available. GameGrumps.com/tour dates.
I've got a tiny hat.
They're less than a month away.
Cool.
Hey, I'm Grumps. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps.
Okay, welcome back to GameGrumps. We were just in the middle of a very intense courtroom drama.
Mr. Payne, Major Payne, was asking if, did or did not.
You forgot, didn't you?
No.
Well, let's see what happens, because I forgot too. Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Shit!
Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him from answering. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog.
Freaking out. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember.
You don't remember? Well, then we'll just have to remind you.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to that victim's apartment.
Oh, it was about the well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery.
Oh, crap, the killer.
He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, this is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Saw It to the stand.
I like that. Oh, this guy's so evil.
Mr. Saw It, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawed, you may proceed with your testimony.
Mr. Sawed, I believe I heard you on Family Guy, is that correct?
Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Oh, I was on Family Guy.
Hey, Peter. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment, and there was the girl I killed. There I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone.
Oh.
I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Well, that's already wrong. She was killed at 4 to 5 p.m.
Oh.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Ah!
Your Honor, it was the time of the murder. Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Oh, shit.
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function properly, I guess. The phone that Mr. Saw It used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
From noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Well, that checks out.
Dang it. Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor. Uh-huh.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, Wright. This is it.
A fucking cross-examination. You know what that is,
Yeah.
right?
You've seen any lawyer movie ever?
The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Well, first of all, we got the Phantom of the Opera to play a pipe organ behind it, while you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
The testimony that guy gave was bad.
It's like I feel like I'm playing Castlevania right now.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence.
Where's the key?
It's in the evidence.
But I don't see a key.
Look inside the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand.
Well, I already know. It's the date.
Okay, great.
The time. Yeah, time of death, 4 to 5 p.m.
On 7/31. Yeah, oh yeah, that checks out. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay, do I actually have to rub it?
Yes, in a counterclockwise motion. Open the court record with the R button and then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Hell yeah, you got it.
She has great posture.
I love Mia, she's my favorite. Alright, so,
I was going door to door selling some... I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door...
everything he already said.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
Woman not moving, dead. Well, fright, did he already say the time?
No. There it is.
Okay, here we go. Present.
Whoa.
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
No! Frankly, I find that hard to believe.
Frankly, I believe that. Shit!
I mean, no, don't strike that from the record. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Yeah, I was killing a bunch of people. I mean,
I was shimmying my shoulders back and forth. Shimmy.
oh, that. Oh,
Objection!
Oh my god.
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. You heckin'...
everyone's sweating way too much. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe.
Somebody turn the air on.
Mr. Sawt, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot.
After I murdered him, or her, I was like, what time is it? Ah, shit!
That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Hell yeah. That's the game.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again?
Hell yeah.
Yes! It was definitely 4 p.m.
The time of the murder.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
There's a blackout.
Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
Well, how could you have listened to a tape if the power was out?
I see. You heard a voice saying that...
Sorry?
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. What do I do?
What is a cross-examination?
Found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Time to present that fucking...
Boom, baby. This is a great game.
I know, right?
It's like so engaging and funny and cool.
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. That hurt my hands.
Yeah.
You couldn't have heard a television or a video or anything like that,
I
or...
just busted every capillary in both of my palms. The defense has a point.
You stupid bastard.
Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, wait! I remember now! I couldn't hear the TV over the sound of that girl's head caving in. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please, and try to ignore the fact that Dan can't do our voices and not have them turn into the same voice. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Dumbass.
Dumbass.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain
You're
it.
the one who killed her with it. How do you not know that's the murder weapon? You stupid bastard.
Well, I don't think he wants to give that away. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Well, I mean, he should know that they know that that's the murder weapon.
I see what you're saying. Yes. He's having an oopsie. For sure.
He's having an oopsie poopsie, okay? The murder weapon. More like the turder weapon. Wait just a moment!
Time to slap the table.
Ow. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue, you dumbass!
You dumb bastard.
Now how is this supposed to be a clock?
You, with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
A lawyer! Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock!
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
Another lie?
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue, my apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Man, that prosecutor is a fucking douche. I mean, yeah, he is the prosecutor.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he said he saw it.
This is a little tricky. Was there another lie in there?
He said he didn't hear it, he saw it on the table clock, and then... Why isn't it giving me the details? Do I have any problems with his testimony?
I don't know, man.
Because he would have had to have picked it up. Why would he pick up the bloody clock? But I don't have any proof, so no.
Yeah.
I guess not. There was a clock on the scene, so no problem.
Right, are you out of your mind? Oh, that probably wasn't good. That clock doesn't look like a clock at all. The witness couldn't have possibly known it was a clock just by seeing it. He said himself he never entered the apartment. Oh, shit. It was in his testimony.
Hey, you're right. Thanks for being the tutorial.
Thanks, tutorial Amy. Is something the matter? Does the defense have anything to add?
Yeah, The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand, yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment.
Table slap.
Clearly a contradiction according to the girl next to me.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went to the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder, you dang fool!
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
Ow! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. Shit, I got ahead of myself. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Oh shit. Harumph. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time, even though you got it wrong the first time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless?
All your base are belong to us. Thanks, Dad.
Just look at the witness's face. It's dumb and stupid.
Yeah, grr. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never, look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Gwa! Well then. Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him! He killed her and he should burn, give him death.
Everyone's like, nah, I don't like that.
This guy's bald, I don't trust him. Order in the court, I say.
I'm bald too, and you can trust me.
Wait.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor!
You claim the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Solid heard was definitely this clock, a fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
Oh, 3-hour difference.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Solid heard and the actual time of death.
So, Mr. Solid.
Well,
Oh, sorry, that's me.
sorry. Try to talk your way out of this one.
Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Ah! He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor, I do. But I will next time on GameGrumps.
Oh shit! This music is so intense.
Will not. Will not.
Right.
Yeah,
Will not.
next
Okay,
time on
sorry,
GameGrumps.
excuse me.
That's what I meant to say.
Saved it right at the end there.
I'm a good lawyer, I promise.